What's good, everybody? It's your boy Zceyaaa back with another one, serving content as usual. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel, Life with ZC. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, comments, share with your friends, tell them to share with their mothers, their cousins. Before we get to today's video, a lot of you guys have been complaining or saying that I don't look at the camera too much. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. It's a thing where I look into the air and I think. Because there's times where I look at the camera, you see now I'm looking at the camera, and then there's times where I flop, like I'll just fumble my words. So I just tend to look up in the sky or I look down, and you know, I kind of get lost for words. So I apologize. I'll try my best to look into the camera. But it's going to be a bit difficult with today's video since I'll be reading things with my phone. But I'll try my best to look at the camera when I'm not looking at my phone. What we have for today is a Q&A. I will be basically repeating the first Q&A that I did due to the fact that, like I said, there's a lot of things that changed in my life, and it kind of, if you look at the answers that I gave on that specific video, they're kind of contradicting to the life I'm living right now. So it's only right to kind of read not every single question, but most of the questions that needed to be repeated. You know, I have the questions. I've basically screenshots all of the relevant questions that I want to answer now. So without further ado, this question was, what is your relationship status? Single as a motherfucker. You know, single as a motherfucker. That's all I can say. A question in here that I did not screenshot, but I remember it was also in the video. Someone asked, are you spiritual or religious? And I think out of all the things that have changed in my life, I think this is also an important one. This is a very important one because I'm looking up again. But yeah, it's let me just say, I think this also needs its own video. A special person, you know, let me not say a special person, but events in my life kind of shifted how I see life, or shifted my perspective. Let me say events and people. Certain people actually came into my life and, you know, shifted my perspective, and I actually have started leaning towards God. And also, there's also a part of me that also practices a lot of things that we'd say is part of spirituality, but yeah, it's a very difficult thing. I think it needs its own video, you know. But yeah, that's a big thing that has changed in my life from then until now. Because then I was more like fully spiritual, if you could say. You know, I know it sounds contradicting. You'd be like, yo, Zceyaaa, why are you changing yourself? What? Like, guys, it's a very hectic journey that I've been on, especially finding myself in terms of, you know, spirituality. Yeah, this journey has been actually very hectic, but yeah, and I'm still on the journey, finding who I am and what I believe in, you know. But yeah, that's the answer for that. Next question is, what do you think about best friends of the opposite gender? Well, this one, the answer that I made last video, or the last Q&A, I did say I was kind of, you know, trashing the idea of opposites best friends, you know. It's also another thing that has changed in terms of perspective, and you also may think, such a hypocrisy. But no, guys, it's a thing of realizing sometimes you don't need to. It's okay to have female friends, you know. It's okay to have female friends. And I think I was speaking off of anger at that previous video. And now that I've gone through time, I think it's something that I'm willing to accept more, you know. You know, obviously, if there's funny behavior, I think it's a thing where if I go into a relationship and there is the hand that I'm dating has a male best friend, obviously, and there's funny behavior, that is when it becomes an issue. But then if there's no behavior, no funny behavior, I mean, why not? Because I myself also have a female best friend, you know. Yeah, it's as much as I might joke about it on social media, but yeah, trash an idea, but yeah, it's an idea I am open to now, you know. Next question is, how was your journey of self-discovery? Like I said, it's going to be a lifelong journey in a way, because, yeah, it's going to be a lifelong journey. Last year, I was obviously on that spiritual tip, trying to learn more about spirituality, and like I said in the previous questions, is there were events that changed my perspective and led me into the right direction. So it is still an ongoing discovery. Yeah, it's an ongoing discovery. And that's all I can say for now. There's still more I'm going to learn. There's still more I want to learn. It's the top 5 in your 5-year plan. Also with that question, nothing much has changed, eh? Like, I still want to, achieve the body that I want. I still want to, hopefully have a job after graduating. I will have a job, sorry, just correcting that. I will have a job, In terms of content creation, I have certain goals, that I want to have achieved in 5 years. I also want to, step onto stage, not to win, but just for the experience, to compete, but not to win. But yeah, that's basically my top 5 plan. Question: do you believe in second chances? In the first video, I said I condoned it, but nah, I actually thought, looking at recent events in my life, fuck that. Like, if that's, you couldn't act right the first time, second chance for what? And I think I don't, I stand by that right now. There's no time for second chances, Act right once, if you don't, we move on, bro. Life is too short. Next question: would you expect your girl to change her lifestyle because you are? Yeah, this is a difficult one. It's not difficult, but it's very sensitive, because the previous video I said I wouldn't. But it's been such a long time since I dropped that first video, the first video, Q&A. And I said I wouldn't, nah. But looking at my recent relationships, from that time up until now, relationships, talking stages, those things, I look at the reasons we've had big fights, and also looking at my perspective, after, once you go, there's 2 different mindsets with this kind of life, as someone who gyms or someone who works out. Before you start gymming, you'd be like, no, girls who work out are disgusting, what. Like, that preference is in your mind. You're like, nah, you don't want that, or you don't necessarily want that. And then once you actually start working out, you actually realize that, oh, nah, man, I actually want this for myself, You actually want this for yourself. And as I said, I was looking at my previous relationships, and we have had a lot of big fights, whereas, wait, I'm just trying to find my words. Yeah, we've had big fights where we're fighting over attention, because anyone who knows me, gym comes first. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. You will not stop me from going to the gym at a set time that I have. You will not fuck with my schedule, I don't care who you are. So I don't care who you are, I don't care who you are. If you're gonna try and it also happened in my previous relationships where people try to belittle my goals, or the previous girls I've dealt with try to belittle my goals and be like, no, that's disgusting, don't do that, and that's something I don't tolerate. So unfortunately, I think now fortunately, it's better if I find someone who is already in that field, or who is already living that type of lifestyle, whereas it won't be a problem, and she will understand, okay, she understands the importance of this thing in my life. We can do a lot of these activities together. And also another thing, people or the girls also felt that I was trying to change them, There's a thing where I was trying to change them, or she felt like I was trying to change them, and that is not the thing. And I don't want that now. So I think it's good if I find someone who's already in that lifestyle, so that there's no expectations, because expectations that I have are already there. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, to answer the question, I wouldn't expect her to change my lifestyle, but I think now it's better to find someone who is already living that life. And the last question is, would you say you've once experienced true love? I mean, that's obvious. Yeah, I have. I really have, And I would be lying if I said nothing of my experiences of love have not been real. They've all been real, especially if they haven't been that long. They may not have been that long, but they were all definitely real. And I'll also definitely kind of take or use all of those experiences for the better. And I think I always do that with every relationship. I take time, I reflect, and I see what has been going wrong in that relationship, whether it was me, whether it was the other person, and how do I use it, and how do I improve on it or look out for it in the next relationship, But yeah, that is it for now, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And guys, please share this video and comment and like. And yeah, welcome to Life with Zceyaaa.